To begin the sublimation job, you need a very small place in the work or business. Barely 100 straight feet. Within these 100 square feet, the printers, blanks, cases, heat pressures, everything can fit. To begin the sublimation business, one does not require more investment, and that is what makes the business opportunity a really feasible one. These fixed assets like the space machine, printer, sublimation inks, require very little space at the home, work or business. Sublimation holds a higher startup price than energy transfer material, but the price has greatly gone down in recent years. Sublimation starter software, e.g., the Sawgrass Virtuoso SG400 include everything you want to get sublimating, minus the heat press, at a very cheap cost. This includes the sublimation machine, sublimation material, essential package and the sampling set of products you may sublimate. Outside of that, all you need is the heat press, and the hobbyist heat press goes at $300. Sublimation uses the process where the liquid turns into part of the material rather than bringing the layer on top. This results in a transfer that is unrivaled at both strength and sense. In contrast, heat transfer material brings the layer on top of the garment. The extra structure may be physically thought and is less lasting than sublimation and may turn into withered and broken over time with many wash cycles. There is a lot to consider when it comes to this sublimation process, and we could like to assist you at getting sublimation printing a sustainable and productive portion of your business. Sublimation provides full-color business capabilities at the affordable startup price. All you want to being is the sublimation machine, sublimation inks, sublimation newspaper, and the heat press. This application is well developed, and there is a vast supporting system of providers and users to assist when questions arise. Sublimation is likewise well scalable. You will begin with a smaller format desktop sublimation machine and extend later to a large format machine for more demanding projects. If you've never seen of sublimation, let's determine this sublimation procedure. The technical definition of sublimation is the effect of the strong material directly into the gaseous state. In this case of color sublimation, this specially designed sublimation ink by Sawgrass technology can take from the good shape of the digitally printed picture and when used temperature and force for a set amount of time with a heat press, can go into gas state, allowing the liquid to permeate the pores of the ceramic, metal, ice or material substance that you are transferring onto. The next component that you would want is either sublimation tape or the spray-on material for sublimation. Sublimation tape is a specially developed strip that cannot melt or get residue when energy is used to it. This is particularly suited for bad substrates like ceramic, metal, and solid sublimation products. The spray-on material in contrast is more suited for the delicate substrates, e.g., textiles. This spray-on material may or may not be required. For the material substrates, we also recommend parchment material. The 3D Space Heat Press is a dense desktop device that provides energy transfer onto materials with a curved line or structure. Sublimation blanks and pre-treated targets, e.g., intelligent phone tops, mugs, ceramic plates, photo shapes, sporting goods, buttons and others are ready for sublimation by the handy device. These are only 3 of the many aspects of dye sublimation business to take. With sublimation, you're more specific in the types of materials you may decorate compared to heating transport material. Firstly, sublimation just works with polyester textiles. No 100% cotton. That is because sublimation ink just binds to polyester fabric. You may go out with sublimating on some poly-cotton blends, but this transfer cannot be as colorful and vibrant as when you have 100% material. Because sublimation adds no additional layer on top of the cloth, this substance also wants to be white or real light colored for the transfer to appear. You may buy dye sublimation inks for specific Epson and Ricoh, simply desk high inkjet printers to do sublimation business. Printers exist non-traded immediately from Epson or Ricoh with these sublimation inks. We do provide these printers. These sublimation inks are something you would want to purchase from the company, e.g., ours, and the energy transfer material that you could create these inks on we also provide. The energy transfer material for sublimation writing does not have a material on them. The article has a particular coating on the surface so that inks do not immerse into this material. The liquid is determined on the material cloth by sublimation in higher temperatures. This combination of liquid and machine technologies achieves cost-effective and eco-conscious through sublimation business. Sublimation transfer business is also available on textiles with vivid and bright colors. Some dark inks are provided to make subtle differences in shades of dark. There are 2 cases of color sublimation inks for piezo dye sublimation printers available at this industry. The most common figure is aqueous dye sublimation liquid for usage in both desktop and large information printers. The different is solvent dye sublimation liquid that may be used at XAAR, Spectra and some Konica printhead large information printers. The sublimation process will be quite expensive when you make up the value of materials needed. Not only do you want to invest in sublimation material, important code, and products that you may sublimate, but you also need the heat push. Sublimation is best for smaller orders because of the value and time it takes to create the item. For large batches with a single color and easy innovation, screen writing is the way to start. The limited display stencil has to be created for the design, so the more garments that better to get it worth the time. Now gets address sublimation supplies. The first item you can want is sublimation material. We take this TexPrint brand of sublimation newspapers. TexPrint sublimation newspaper is the world's largest trading screen newspaper. It is quality material that provides superior definition and color quality. 2 is very high color transfer ratio. There exist 2 channels of TexPrint that we take, TexPrint XPHR and TexPrint R. TexPrint XPHR is compatible with food established inks, e.g., those inks applied with these Epson brand printers, whereas TexPrint R is engineered specifically for membrane established Ricoh printers.